Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Gabriela Efinda and my NPM is 225210001. On this occasion, I'm going to present my presentation of literary appreciation about evaluating drama from the story and the role of the characters, the stage design, costume, and moral value. Also evaluating 7 stages of the drama. So this drama is entitled The Diary of Anne Frank from San Juan College Band and Theater. It was performed by San Juan College Band and Theater. So before I'm explaining the evaluation, I'm going to show you the video first. So while watching the video, I'm going to tell the story behind the drama. So the story is about Anne Frank. She was born in 1921 in Frankfurt, Germany. She moved to Netherlands with her sister Margot and her parents. And then the reason why she moved along with her family because her father got a job in Netherlands, and because of Nazi occupation, or because Nazi invaded Netherlands too, the family could not get out of the house easily. And then for her 13th birthday present, she got a diary from her father. And also there was a family who joined them, Mr. Van Dan, Mrs. Van Dan, and their son Peter. Through her diary, Anne expressed her feelings and thoughts from the situation they were in, which was Nazi occupation in Netherlands. She often had a nightmare because of Nazi and because they threatened them to arrest the Jewish people.
Feeling like a bird whose wings have been ripped off and keeps hurling itself against the bars of its cage.
Here was one of her thoughts or feelings she expressed into and put it into her diary.
I know. We live in a paradise. We're as quiet as baby mice. I would have dreamed.
And also there was someone too, an older man named Mr. Dussel, who joined them lately.
You're gonna be sorry.
Am I?
Definitely.
When they were in the house, they often played for fun. They wanted to overcome their sadness because they could not get out of the house.
You're getting mad. Stop. Really mad. Anne, you shouldn't play with Peter like that. It's not dignified. I don't want to be dignified.
Anne was in love with Peter.
Where's Peter? He's in his room. Oh, his father will kill him if he catches him with that cat again. Anne, darling, do me a favor and go and get Peter from his room.
They often talked too
Oh,
in
Peter!
their house.
What is
Your
it?
mother says to come out. You know what your father said.
Let's skip it.
No matter what I'm doing, I can't stop thinking of those who are gone. All we can do is wait for the war to end. The whole world is waiting. Its many are waiting for death.
You know what I want? To pack a picnic lunch and take my family to the
It
seashore.
was because Anne had a nightmare and they woke up and they wondered
Sometimes I see myself alone in a dungeon.
what would
Without
they
father
do
and mother.
if they
Or I'm
were
roaming the
free.
streets. Or the annex is on fire. Or they come in the middle of the night to take us away. And I know it could all happen soon. I see the 8 of us in the annex as if we are a patch of blue.
Abby, you took the last memory of my father away.
And then by several weeks later or few days later,
in that damn apartment, we'll be in
the
America.
Fenton family got a little fight.
I only stay because of you. Believe me, I knew which way the wind was blowing.
It's the invasion! It's happening right now!
And then their neighbor came to them and said that they would go free.
British! The Americans! Everyone! 4,000 ships! Look! I got a map! Cherbourg! The first city we're fighting for right now! It's utterly
And
impossible to
their
build my life
happiness
on a
did
foundation
not
of fear.
last long
I see
because
the world
then
transformed into a wilderness.
Nazi
I hear the approaching thunder
forces
which will destroy us
came
too.
into
I
their
feel the
house
suffering of
and
millions.
arrested them. They went to concentration camp, and for the ending, Anne and Margot had died because of illness, and Mrs. Frank also died too when into the labor. The only one from Frank family who was alive was Mr. Frank. And also Nazi forces found the document of Anne's diary and they kept it.
Wanted journey.
Okay. So, aside from the story, I will explain about the role of the characters. The actor and actresses were from San Juan Band College and Theater. They really conveyed the message very well through their expression and their actings. For example, for Anne Frank, as the main character, she could express Anne as a cheerful and lovable character. And also from other characters too, they also put humor to make the audience would not get bored. And then for the stage design, it was designed as the story happened in 1940s. Woods were the main property. You can see the furniture in the house were made of wood. And also the stage itself, it can express through woods because we can hear their footsteps or their movement. And also for the lighting, It was really good because it interpreted the scene well. For example, where Nazi broke a threat by flying a plane or through a radio announcement, the lightning when changed to more red or blue. And also when Anne spoke of her thoughts and feelings, the lightning changed to blue. And when he had a nightmare, it changed to red. And also the background is dark so that the character can easily be seen. And then for the costume, the character used 1940s fashion style when it was popular at that time. The women wore dresses and skirts, as you can see from the video, and the men wore suits and shirts. The skirts and dresses look so elegant as it was happened in 1940s, and suits and shirts also look so nice and neat to see. For Anne Frank had square pattern shirt and also headband and pantaloon shoes. Margot has pantaloon shoes and glasses, also plain shirt and black skirt. Mrs. Frank and Mrs. Van Daan had vintage styles, dark and bright coat with hat and pantaloon shoes. The dresses were popular at that time in 1940s. Peter had blue wool shirt and black pants, and Mr. Frank wore gray suits, tie and pantaloon, and Mr. Dussel had brown suit and brown pants. And from this drama, the moral value we can pick is that someone should not have the hatred towards those who are different from him or her, because it will lead him or her to be the most evil person that could kill innocent people, because this hatred was from Nazi who had Jewish people, and they murdered and killed lots of people that made Anne had a nightmare. And then I'm going to explain the 7 stages of literary appreciation. Okay, the first stage is pleasure and profit. So pleasure and profit means it's a social experience. That means children get introduced to books or movies and make them relate to the stories. So from the stage, through the performance, I get introduced with the story about Anne Frank. I was happy to watch this performance from the opening scene until the ending scene. It makes me want to explore the story deeper. And then for the second stage is decoding. Decoding means a translation process, meaning building literacy. So it translates words to expression, to how the character feel, that makes me understand the meaning of the story. So from this stage, after a process of translation, I figured that Anne could not chase her dream, because it was from her dialogue that she could not become of herself as she was trapped in the house because of Nazi occupation. And she could only write through the diary for her thoughts and feelings. And then for the third stage is lose yourself. It means that we have to start to lose ourselves. We have to indulge in a story. So this stage is developed into from decoding to more enjoying the story. So we focused on the story that we read or we watch the movie. We tend to focus to understand the story deeper. From this performance, because the story is in the movie keep increasing the curiosity of what was going to happen, the writer or I found out about the family who welcomed one more person to live in the house. The interaction and intimacy between the family really show to the people or to the audience how the family become closer because they stop together in the same house. So I really focus on that story. And then move to the fourth stage is find yourself. It means that we have to find ourselves. By finding ourselves, we will discover our identity. Through identifying the characters playing in the movies or novels, like the characters playing in this drama, I relate to one exact character, which is Anne Frank. Because Anne Frank was a girl with a big dream, but she could not keep her dream to come true. She was stuck in the room, and because she's stuck, she had to express her thoughts and feelings through the diary. And I relate to the character, so I express my thoughts and my feelings through a book or a note. And then move on to the fifth stage, venture beyond self. So after passing level 4, the find ourselves, we are ready to enjoy the literary works or more enjoying the literary works by assessing the world. So assessing the world means that we have to go beyond ourselves. We have to explore more outside the world, and then we will develop ourselves in terms of physical, emotional, and intellectual skills. We have to understand about social issue from the story. Like from the drama, I figure that hate should not be a reason to spirit one to another. As you can see that Nazi really hate the Jewish people, so that they could murder everyone who are Jewish. It made them separate one another. We live in the same world, so we should not differentiate others and differentiate us to others. And also the difficulties of being minority was clearly seen in a lot of scenes, especially when the ending scene where Nazi forces came into their house and arrested them. And then in the sixth stage, which is variety in reading. So this stage means that adolescent children who develop to adolescent and then become adults are able to read widely and discuss experience in enjoying the story with their friends. The experience we face from or during reading and watching the story can be shared so that this experience can be an inspiration for reading more specific genre or various genre. For example, we from this story which was about war and hope, we can explore more about the history or the war or the hope from that time when World War, and then from lot of war we have been going through in this world. And then the last stage is the seventh stage, aesthetic purpose. So we now can appreciate the artistic value of reading or watching the movies. We can view something good about the story. So throughout this drama, when Anne Frank gave present to everyone in the house, this points out even if they suffer, they still have a little happiness from sharing presents, which makes the family become closer. The stage, also the fashion and the character helped me to find the artistic value in the drama. The lighting and the background itself too, they are made of aesthetic purpose. Especially this one scene where the ending shows how despair people become in this cruel world. Yet there would be beauty lies on a few scenes. Alright everyone, I think that's all for my presentation of evaluating drama and 7 stages of the drama. I hope you all enjoy and understand what I explained from this drama. I am sorry if I have mistake in presenting, and thank you. See you.